training qualification of a teacher, is it not mandatory that
It's mandatory, and more bullet concern is this violation of Article 14, 16.
Sir, I want to know only simple thing that yes, you have given appointment in an emergent situation. Now these teachers must have this
Basic qualification.
basic qualification. So to be a teacher in a school, government, secondary or higher secondary, B.Ed is a qualification is necessary. Yes, Dr. Patro. I will record everyone's submission. B.Ed is not an essential qualification, training qualification for the teachers
Secondary
in secondary or higher secondary school.
For secondary teachers, not B.Ed is necessary.
Yes, B.Ed, right? এখানে এসো তো, এদিকে এসো, ওখানে বসে বসে কি হবে, দাঁড়ায় বসে থাকলে হবে? GTA take Mr. Bandyopadhyay, take your affidavit.
Page 30, affidavit of Mr. Oshim Dash, Assistant Secretary Government
Yes.
Office going on. The page 31, they say what really they have taken into consideration for the purpose of regularization.
Sir, let me read page 7. আর নিচে থেকে নিচে নামিয়ে খোঁজো সব। আমার এই ফাইলটা তোমাদের জন্য। তুমি নিয়ে নাও এটা। If you go by paragraph, written subparagraph
Subparagraph HI.
Functioning of School Service Commission in Godhal Territorial Administrative area. Now, before I proceed, one thing must be clear to everyone, that there is an order of injunction.
From giving any further appointment.
Yes.
Nothing. But not.
Where is that order? Kindly give me the order date.
My lord, in fact, Lord did not record any order.
Yes, I did. Please, I did.
অর্ডারটা দেখো, লাগনি অর্ডারটা দিচ্ছিল। Emboldened by Supreme Court's order in another matter, এখন সবার চাকরিটা
Date 313 join with 26,000. Yes, CID, give your report. Without giving report, you cannot leave the court today.
Report আছে তো? Report है ना?
तुम बोलो ना, तुम बोलो जो मुझको बोल रहे थे वो बोलो ना।
My lord, the CID report.
Keep it with you.
No, I'm just jamming.
There's an understanding when they call.
No, sir. I have seen that.
বুঝলে?
Yes. Order date 11th October 23.
ঠিক আছে?
The legality and propriety of the regularization of guest teachers / voluntary teachers in the government aided school at GTA area is under challenge. In the instant writ petition, such regularization per se is not sanctified by any procedure prescribed under the law. As such, the concerned authorities are restrained from regularizing the appointment of such teacher until further orders. Now,
The state regularization.
now, even thereafter, if there is any appointment, whose responsibility to bring it in the, Mr.
It
Dotto,
was the basic duty of GTA and the
whose
state department.
responsibility is to do in other matters to bring this injunction order to the knowledge of the court? Where GTA is appearing, where state is appearing, you are not bringing this to the knowledge of the courts.
No, your lordship. After 313, nobody has been given the regulation, lordship. After 313, there is.
I will
no-
record, Mr. Subba,
Nothing, your lordship.
যে দেখা
My instructions are that.
where
And your lordship,
GTA
and your
and
lordship
state is
regarding
appearing,
that-
if any approval is given under the order of the court, and thereafter the state is taking the plea that under the court's order we have done it, it amounts to contempt.
Order নিচ্ছে।
Remember, we need to ascertain whether the other court's order is before 11th October or after.
I'm telling you, Mr. Dotto, please inquire.
Very well.
Still, Mr. Samim mentioned,
Yes, yes.
still writ petitions are being filed for approval, where state is appearing, where GTA is appearing, but this has not brought to the notice of the court. There is already an order of injunction.
The 6th of September 2024, certain regularization that was made following the order of the court, where both. 6th of September 2024.
Based on order.
I will hold contempt because it is the duty of the court, you and the GTA to bring it.
And the
That you-
orders were obtained in presence of the state and also GTA.
11th অক্টোবরের পরে কোনো রেগুলারাইজেশন আমাদের কি অর্ডার
This should have been brought to the notice of
Basic
the.
duty, basic duty. Only after when Mr. Samim coming to know of this intervened, then few petitions were.
Mr.
dismissed.
Dotto,
Yes, my lord.
please instruct your appearing advocates. They must apprise the court that there is an order of injunction now regarding approval. And bypassing all norms of procedure, it's still approval is being given.
লাস্ট অ্যাপ্রুভাল কবে হয়েছে আমার নলেজ নেই
This is the division bench order. This was not brought to the notice.
তুই দেখি আমাদেরকে নিয়ে যায় না তো
Mr. Dotto, take instruction from everyone in the north, in the circuit bench and others. This is not, when counsel like you people are arguing the matter, you should have informed. This should not have been done. You may prefer an appeal against the order of injunction.
Is done in circuit bench, your lordship. By the lordship.
Circuit bench is, but the advocates, the instructing advocates are the same.
Same authority, circuit bench is different.
This is very, very unfortunate. You are indulging in illegality. Everywhere you are indulging in illegality. There's an order of injunction by the court, and obviously I will set aside all appointment, all approval.
2023.
Then started crying. The court has done it, court has done it.
People জানে না কি
বুঝতে পেরেছি
Now see the stand of the state in these affidavit. In paragraph 3,
Yes, it was very clear.
please take the pain of reading, Mr. Bandyopadhyay, please take the pain of reading paragraph 3 of your affidavit. Your affidavit is ultimately what you are saying, that you are also astonished. The school education department was thus awaiting response of the financial implication of the regularization of 313 teachers, after which the said report for final would be placed before the finance department, followed by the decision of the cabinet or final approval. It is pertinent to note from the affidavit opposition such and such GTA in the batch of Suman Gurung and such and such, I was made aware that 313 volunteers have already been provided with an approval. Appointment of the district inspector such and such without awaiting the completion of the process of approval had been done for the earlier instance of regular 439 student teachers. The answer in response states no such instruction had ever been accorded to the DI of Darjeeling by the answering respondent number 2 to provide approval of 313. Stop salary of this 313.
Lordship, kindly come to this. Lordship, there is one order which has been passed on 8th of March 2019, Your Lordship, where the state government has said various issues reached education in the hill areas of Darjeeling, Kalimpong district. Lordship. This is the approval of 313, Your Lordship.
No,
There is no mention of this thing, Lordship.
this is see this affidavit before me.
This is,
There is
they
no
wanted
mention
to.
of
And
Lordship.
very basic, go to the very basic, come to your affidavit. When I thought, yes, how the children will get the students. If they are otherwise qualified, very well. Instead of disturbing the school, the student, then give me the affidavit of GTA.
আরে জজ এত রেগে যাচ্ছে কেন? জজ এত রেগে যাচ্ছে কেন? আমি বুঝি না। হ্যাঁ।
439 not touch. Supplementary is a good doctor.
Admission committee আমি কিছু আমাকে কল করতে হয়। সে কথা বলে চেক
Supplementary. GTA supplementary বতা দে।
Yes, take your affidavit affirmed on 23rd April 2024. Come to the list. See the 300 teachers, at least 80% of it don't have any training qualification. How can you justify the appointment? They don't have any even the training qualification. This is Darjeeling is somewhere different, somewhere out of India. Mr. Dotto, please take the affidavit of 23rd April. State is not supporting the approval, but unfortunately, order of injunction has not been brought to the court. How can state approve this kind of appointment? And in your affidavit, you are saying that we are not. I have recorded Mr. Dotto's, if the court finds the 313 teachers may go. But see that list BA, MSc, 1 BA, BA. See that qualification. Is it not required the training qualification of a teacher? So stop salary first is 313. Let them come and explain.
313 along with the 439.
439, there is an issue that I don't know whether it is way teachers can be appointment. This is one aspect, and the criminal investigation is the other aspect. Let us first assure that no government exchequer should not be taxed with this salary of these persons.
দাদা কোন এফিডেভিট টা বলছো তোমার? আমাদের কোন এফিডেভিট টা?
23rd April. Have you got the copy? Please see that. এটা দাও তো।
আমি আজ দিচ্ছি।
এই 23rd এপ্রিলটা একটু দেখো না। শিবানী এই যে
না দেখো।
23rd
I will go to the criminality part first.
The criminality may wait. By the direction of stopping salary, not only for 313, but for 413 and also. But that will be a one step forward to correct these sort of illegalities.
And still approval is going on, and it has been given
Surreptitiously.
beautiful wrapper is We are working for 10 years.
Ah.
Give us approval. Similar kind of teachers have been given approval. High Court, of course, the Honorable Judge has not been apprised of.
Yes.
There is an order of injunction. There is an, how can it be?
হুম। না আমি ডেটটা খালি দেখছি, ডেটটা দেখছিলাম, এটা নেই আমার।
When you are considering finance department, cabinet approval is awaiting by the time GT has your DI has given approval. That is why the FIR,
হুম।
that is the committee has found him, at least found him that you are responsible for that. But how you can still disbursing salary to this 313 list is before you. Stop salary of this 313.
Lordship will kindly give us a opportunity to file an affidavit, Lordship, and find out what is there.
That affidavit is already your affidavit. From your affidavit, I am reading. I am reading from your affidavit.
Order will be drastic, your Lordship. Stopping.
No,
Lordship,
no.
kindly give one opportunity,
Mr.
Lordship.
Mr. Subba, you
Yes.
cannot justify in any event. In any event, see the qualification. If today you find that a class 8 pass man will be teaching in a high school and you will be saying that they are working for 10 years, therefore their family, their children, you should not touch them, this cannot be tolerated because the
Not
other
all,
children
I
will be affected.
It is not all, your Lordship, those who are not BA. Lordship.
313, if you
313 all.
take this first one, second one, fourth one, fifth one, 15, then again 16, then again 19 to everyone. First of all, their appointment state is not supporting. State is not supporting, affidavit says, and Mr. Dotto, may I read
Order
again?
is there, Lordship.
Yes, ma'am.
Order is
May
there,
I read again? What I have recorded in my order,
11th October,
possibly in 11th October, na?
11th October 23।
Yes.
হুম, আচ্ছা।
On instruction he has submitted, they are not. Submits that he has instruction from the Secretary Law, Education Department, Government of West Bengal to submit that irregular appointments 313 voluntary teachers in the government school within the GTA area, a GTA may be cancelled as the court may consider.
Milord, your minor is referring to which order, Milord? না 11th October এটা নয়, 11th October হচ্ছে আগে যেটা বললেন উনি, লিগ্যালিটি প্রিপারেটরি
This is on 25th April,
23,
25th.
25th April
24.
24, yes।
Lordship will kindly come to their own affidavit, your Lordship. The affidavit of the state, your Lordship, that is dated.
Mr. Subba, even
78, your Lordship.
even if I do not go into this controversy, that whatever you have done on the instruction of the state, let us assume it, you are correct, but justify from your professional. Are you denying NCT guideline? You must have the B.Ed qualification to be a high school teacher. Is there any confusion to anyone? You have disclosed, that is why I asked you, disclose their qualification. You have disclosed it.
We have disclosed, Lordship.
That most of them don't have the training qualification. This is not the time when I can give them opportunity to have their training qualification upgraded. It cannot be done. And in view of the fact that several orders have been passed in the Honorable Supreme Court regarding training qualification. So neither they have their appointment is regular. It has not channelized through proper selection process. Beyond that, they don't have the minimum professional qualification.
Just to assist your lordship,
Only
GTA,
one
whether
opportunity,
can
Lordship.
give the
Only
text of
one
the
opportunity.
lead petition, the GTA officially asked them not to appoint voluntary teachers any further. Still they went on. Kindly to take that page 118 of the lead petition.
Read petition to them. Today only one thing, they will not get the salary from next month. Financial year stop, let the state exchequer gets a total shape in this financial year. From April, no salary. Let them work.
That page 117.
And both the state take steps to get the orders vacated, that this order has been passed in rather unknowingly without knowing the order of injunction. Please take steps. Otherwise, I have to hold it in contempt that this has been intentionally to mislead the court. It has not been disclosed.
Hmm.
Yes, which page?
Page 117 of the writ petition number 1089.
117.
On 30th of July 2010, this is order issued by the Secretary, Department of Education, DGHC, Darjeeling. This is to bring to the notice of all heads of the schools, primary and secondary under DGHC, that henceforth no voluntary teacher shall be appointed by the school managing committee without the written consent of the Education Department, Darjeeling Gorkha Hill Council.
এইদিকে শুধু
The order will be effective from 1st of July 2010.
একটু help করো তো, এগুলোকে সরাও, এগুলোকে সরাও, একটু হালকা করে দাও জায়গাটা। এই যে এটা লিস্টটাও সরাও। এই লিস্টটা গুলিয়ে যাবে নাহলে কাগজের সাথে।
In that 118.
Wait. This is Mr. Subba. Mr. Subba, come to 117 of the writ petition.
আপনার 118টা হচ্ছে ডেটে 25/6 আমার কাছে নেই।
এটা
118টা আমার কাছে কপি আছে 117 পরে 119 একটা বাদ গেছে।
Have you seen that page?
ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
7 of the affidavit of
No. Writ petition page 117. Your document. There is to bring on notice of all head of the school, primary, secondary under DGSC, that henceforth no voluntary teacher shall be appointed by the school managing committee of the schools without the written consent. Right? Right? Please come to your chart.
And then will kindly also see next page 118. The repeated attempt not is made by DGCA.
Now come to this. Your chart. Sonam Bhutia, qualification BA, subject taught English, date of volunteer teacher appointment 28/11/2013. It is your notice that no one should appoint as a voluntary teacher. 13 appointment, all are appointment in 13, barring very few 2008 or 9. 16. Someone has appointment as not available record. All of them are post this notification.
Next page is interesting. This was continuing, therefore further will not warning.
kindly come to page 78, your lordship,
78 of
78 of the affidavit filed by respondent number 1, your lordship.
state.
Yes, sir, state.
এদিকে আসুন,
Annexure D.
এটা সরাও।
8 March 19. Super. 8 March 19.
Page
Page 78, your lordship.
yes.
Says various whose Shri Binoy Tamang, Chairman, Board of Administrators, Gokhaland, various issues related to the education in the hill areas of Darjeeling, Kalimpong districts. With the approval of the competent authority, I am directed to convey the approval of state government on the following points for your kind perusal and necessary actions. The state government has taken decision to regularize 59 voluntary teachers, upper primary as communicated by DISE Darjeeling to the Commissioner School Education by date by number so and so dated 4/7/18, Your Lordship. Then second paragraph, it is important, Lordship. The state has taken decision to regularize in the 313 voluntary teachers in secondary higher secondary schools as communicated by DISC Darjeeling to district, so to directorate department wide number 910 dated 2/7/18, Your Lordship.
What are you reading? That state has taken a decision to regularize. State in its affidavit is saying that, yes, we did it, but before it finalized, before it got approval of the cabinet and finance department, you did it by yourself.
And that's why, my lord,
Well, no way. I'm not concerned about the writ petitioner's case, that this has been done by to provide everything. See that 14 schools were regularized. It can be presumed. Proposal for regularization of some schools also to accommodate the teachers of those schools.
lordship need not be troubled. Kindly come to the next page, 79. That everything should be, that's why when the state said it was a principal decision on 26th April 19.
Yes, I have seen that earlier.
Yes, it says with reference to subject that I am directed to request you to arrange for working out the estimated financial costs of the proposed regularization of 313 voluntary teachers under GTA and furnish the same to department at the earliest along with the formal proposal with supporting
Let us
documents
see,
on the
let us
subject
see
of the above.
whether state can take such a decision, permissive decision.
That is
or-
larger issue.
That is a larger issue. If I find that state cannot, it is beyond, then all 439 will also go. But at this state is not supporting 313
No,
also.
and that's why the criminal investigation report says some government officials are involved.
So stop salary, Mr. Dotto, the state exchequer cannot be burdened with this because payment how made? It is coming from this- your state directly.
জিটিএ ওভারঅল পাঠায় ফিনান্স জিটিএ কে পাঠায় জিটিএ কিভাবে ভেঙে ভেঙে দেবে যেটা জিটিএ এর ব্যাপার
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
এখানে এডুকেশন ডিপার্টমেন্ট ডাইরেক্ট পেমেন্ট করে
Milord, I am told that Milord, the education department doesn't directly pay. GTA gets a fund from the state. GTA now spends the funds for various activities, one of which is this.
Who is the drawing and disbursing officer for this teacher's salary?
এটা এডুকেশন ডিপার্টমেন্ট থেকে যায়
Because the injunction must be very specific.
Mhm.
There shall be stay of their salary down. If they cannot do that. They cannot. And Dr. Patro, your commission is working there.
Yes, we have.
Now it is working.
এখন
Now it is working.
The officials are all appointed.
Appointed. So is there any possibility for reopening selection process over there? Can it be done for Darjeeling alone?
But that Milord decision has to be taken from the appropriate authority. Because if there is an office or it
No.
can be undertaken.
One stage, except hill area.
That has gone.
Justification is that we are not in a position to operate the commission over there in view of different situations. Now, commission is working over there. Long time there was no appointment procedure. Long back. When it was done, I don't know. Because I have found Justice Kalyan Jyoti Sengupta also passed at that point of time, non-functioning of this GTA area. At that time, DGSC, Darjeeling Hill Council or like that. So, can you apprise this court? These vacancies, if it is created, be it 439 plus 313 or more vacancies, whether a selection process can be open because it is your policy decision. This is in the hill
Yes,
areas.
decision has to be taken from the appropriate authority.
Then, because so far at least this 2016 selection process, the GTA is not involved. Hill areas are not involved there.
No.
So therefore, there can be a selection process can be initiated, whether it can be done or not. Before that, this exercise would be declare this post as a vacancy. If they are competent, they will participate.
But I'll take instructions on this.
So far the appointment, but the stop salary. Give me the, who is the drawing and disbursing officer. Because it is the state has given you the money. Even on the head, whatever your budget, they have, under any particular statute, you are.
So there's a GTA Act, Gorkha
That
Territorial
contemplates
Administration.
this giving fund.
It provides that the administrative and financial control, to certain extent, I think under section 28, if I'm not wrong, is to be given to the GTA administration. Because if your lordship remembers, this was a tripartite
No,
agreement.
that he has referred to, but that tripartite never see the light of the day,
No.
but it was not been.
In view of the tripartite agreement, GTA Act was formulated.
But the agreement was somehow around, every point on agreement did not go
Yes.
into the statute.
Yes.
There was some gap between the lip and the, the cup.
GTA Act আছে তো না?
Now,
হুম।
you have in block, how the financial structures and how you are working there.
Lordship, as I know, your lordship, the state government, they give lump sum amount, your lordship. Lump sum amount.
How you fit it, how you fit it.
Per year, per year. Every
you-
year they give that, lordship.
You have got a separate budget.
Yes, lordship.
GT has got a separate budget.
Yes, your lordship. They have got separate. They make their own separate.
How
budget
the
after that,
money,
your lordship.
how you requisition the money, amount, how it is quantified. This money is required, how GTA quantified. Or it is on the mercy of the
find out.
state.
I have to find out that, your lordship. That.
Mr. Dotto,
Yes, madam.
is it on the mercy of your government that the GTA will get this money, or this is on the requisition? Or there is a yardstick could calculate that this is the way we calculate the requirement of GTA area and give the money to them. And how your education head in your, if it is a separate budget, there must be an education head. Yes, Mr. Standing Counsel, help your senior.
No, I'm looking into that GTA Act.
Financial part is there.
Where it says electoral and all that, then
But
there are,
education comes within their domain, I think.
yes,
That comes.
that comes under section 26. 26(5).
General power.
26(5), where they have administrative, financial and executive powers in the region relating to inter alia education.
Subject to provision of the act, the other financial power, not state power. State has the only power in this.
Mr. Suba, you have to apprise me about your, how you give the salary, how you, this allocation of fund for the teacher's salary and other education department. Supposing you have to, there, a school is required to be set up, then it is a decision of GTA. State government cannot say. What is the function of education department? So far, the education department interfere to what extent?
The education department has been empowered to frame rules and regulations
Hmm.
for the functioning of the GTA. That is being done by the state in all aspects. But so far the specific without financial grant is concerned, that is not mentioned in this, under this act, subject to further correction. But that is done by the finance department and that is.
It is not like that. That elder brother is asking this money, younger brother is asking this money.
No.
The, as it appears to be, in a financial year, give it GTA to 5 crores, that will do.
Not that.
Is it like that?
No.
Without, when the budget is prepared, then it is without, the amount is without fixed. that this much amount will go to Calcutta Municipal Corporation, this will go to GTA, that is not fixed.
Is
during
there any
budget.
hate for GTA in your budget?
Section
That revenue
57,
expenditure, the school education department, they say head of account is below 2551 hill areas. That's the head of account, and they are below the assistant to the Darjeeling Gurkha Autonomous Hit Council State Development Schemes. This comes under the State Development Scheme. Dr. Kalias, have a look at it. Under this, when the budget is prepared, then the government allocates fund in different local bodies like the Panchayat, Jila Parishad, and also the corporations.
Head of the account is written previous.
This is not at the desire of the GTA, but this is the decision of the government, financial discipline of the government.
You don't have any say in preparing this budget.
but section 57 of the GTA Act provides that they should have a budget,
Their own budget.
and communicate it to the state government. And I find that central also provides funds, supposed to, under the act. I don't know in effect, in practice, whether this is
Because
done or
we-
not. And Willard, it comes from the state also. So first budget is from the GTA, communicated to the government, and thereafter the government has.
What is the
এটা তোর কাছে
function?
এটা কি দিলি? হ্যাঁ।
Then GTA is a territorial administration. One type of local self-government
yes.
type.
Absolutely.
It is under the state. Why the center funds coming under that?
This is
Tripartite agreement.
because of the tribal zone.
Tripartite agreement.
No, the tribal zone bole. Hill area, tribal zone will state central government always will funds for the
Yeah,
tribal.
that Manipur,
All.
Arunachal, this is something else. But if it is on this tripartite agreement, you are giving, you recognize this tripartite agreement?
Yes, state, center, and the agitating bodies. This is the way the agreement was arrived at.
That has been given.
That's given a legal status by an act. And that act is GTA Act.
This is
No.
the act.
If you find that the agreement, there is a huge gap between whatever they agreed there, that has not
No,
come entirely
that
come to this act.
Agreement does not speak of any financial. It speaks of the administrative structure.
If it
GTA
is-
was constituted as a separate body than below the Jila Parishad or below Mahakuma Parishad. That's why an agreement was arrived at.
Dato, contribution of the central government. It is only on the ground. This is a hill area, tribal area. That is the reason.
Willard,
Or it
the,
is from-
The demand
kindly
of
look into the
the
Willard.
demand was not separate state. The agitation started with the demand of separate
separate
state.
state.
Now, separate state can only be done by the center with the consent of the state assembly's decision. That's why there was an arrangement that all these authorities will sit together, have an amicable settlement. And that amicable settlement gave birth to Gorkha Territorial Administration. It was initially Gorkha Hill Council. Subsequently, it was renamed as Gorkha Territorial Administration, and that was given a statutory shape. That's why the involvement of center.
Willard, one of the objectives is to recognize the ethnic identity of the Gorkhas. One of the objectives.
That
My lord will kindly take chapter 5 of the act.
ওইটাই দেখাচ্ছি।
Funds and audit.
57
it
পর্যন্ত?
starts from
55.
section
55. So there shall be a fund to be called the fund to be held by the Gorkhaland administration in trust for the purpose of this act. And all money is realized or realizable under this act, and all money is otherwise received by the Gorkhaland administration shall be credited thereto. All funds as may be allocated by the central government or the state government for the Gorkhaland administration shall be assigned to it and shall be credited to the fund. The allocation sanctioned in the budget of the fund and all funds sanctioned by the state government or the central government which remain unspent at the close of the financial year shall be taken into account for the purpose of providing additional resources in the budget of the following year, and the fund requirement shall be met on a yearly basis. Then Gorkhaland administration may
I understand this
that is the
funds and
purpose. And that
Now,
is key.
this is, the Act says, there is from two channels, the fund. will
Fund
be-
comes, and that comes to really fit the budget prepared by them for the purpose of development.
Now, if they prepare a budget, if there is no say of the state or the
No,
union,
state or center
57
will not allocate only after,
57(2).
they will allocate only after assessing, not whatever they want.
First is prepare a budget, then subsection 2 is either approve the budget or return it to the GTA for such modification as it may direct.
so there is a say of state
Yes,
also.
of course.
Now, if that be the character of GTA, so for the appointment procedure, in the appointment procedure, how far control the commission can exercise? Is there any say of the doings of commission by the of the GTA?
So, the commission will have the selection authority. Commissioner will select the person.
Section is a,
And
commission
they
is an
have
expert body.
No, I understand. Here, the structure, the education department, in view of this nature of the GTA, how far the education department of the state can interfere?
They interfere to the extent, that they had given certain amount, for education in the budget.
No, appointments.
The appointment state has
I
no
am
direct role.
proposing for,
State has no direct role.
But we need to look into the School Service Commission Act and the rules.
Act to recommendatory party. GTA is the appointing
I am
authority.
telling so.
No, recommendatory authority, there is no doubt about that. And it is a specialized body who can select.
Exactly. Recommend, there must be a wing of the Central School Service Commission in the GTA area.
Yes,
There is no
that's why we
dispute
need
about
to look
But in
into
the
the act.
appointment procedure, what would be the role of GTA?
The GTA will have the appointing power on the recommendation of SSC.
No, prior to
Then-
that, there is another stage. Who's going to ask or activate the School Service Commission?
That is the state.
That is the state has already,
No, I have to look into it. Milad.
No,
the state has already
I-
activated,
yeah.
I suppose. You just go
No.
through it.
State has established. Now activating the School Service Commission for the purpose of say 50 appointments. Who's going to trigger it? That we need to look. Whether it would be the state or
In other
the,
words, what would be the involvement of GTA in triggering of these appointment procedure?
correct.
Number one. Number two, now if you say appointment will be given by GTA, then the
After
whole
selection.
procedure, what has been there in the Central Service School 1997 Act, that the board will be the appointing authority.
Mhm.
Then
In case of
you reconcile
GTA,
it.
in case of GTA, I believe Board of Secondary Education.
No, section 26 है पूरा आंसर नहीं था.
Because after 2018,
Hmm.
board is now the appointing authority and the disciplinary authority.
Hmm. Twenty-six only.
Power in regulation.
Hmm.
So,
Twen-
my lord is purely asking that in case of non-GTA area, appointing authority is Board of Secondary Education. What would be the applicability so far the GTA is concerned?
Exactly.
That's the basic thing.
Basically,
So far my knowledge goes as of now, my lord, that there the Board of Secondary Education probably will have no authority. Authority will remain with the GTA.
now let us understand.
Dr. Patro might enlighten us.
Hmm.
If the commission is to start a selection process, firstly, that instruction is to come from the government, education department. The vacancies are also to be identified by I'm going by the general rules which we have. The government is to give us the vacancies on the basis of which we are to proceed. That apart, the rules which are existing, whether those are the rules to be followed or whether they are to introduce a fresh rule for selection in general. I'm still speaking in general. These are all the basic things.
Because Dr. Patro, why this simultaneous investigation or exercise is necessary? Because in one shot, I will be saying this 1,000, 2,000, 20,000 teacher will go. But at the same time, there is no procedure for filling up those vacancies. Resultant effect, the students will be suffering.
There's now one more important factor besides all the paraphernalia which is to be followed is the question is the nature of the schools. What are the schools? Are they government aided schools?
Government decided this.
If they are government aided schools, then naturally we have the power to do the recruitment.
Exactly, the government aided school,
But
they're
for
all
all
appointments.
recruitments, the instructions or whatever the directions, they come from the education department. They have to set the ball rolling.
পাত্র একটু দেখে দিচ্ছি তোমার হিল এরিয়াতে বোধহয় নিয়মটা এক না
Hill area তে তো আমাকে দেখতে ভালো। I'm saying general.
Mr. Dotto, I want appraisal on this point. Supposing tomorrow a new selection process is in demand, it is required.
No, this is a continuing matter.
Now, it is required for the GTA area because there is a long pending, long time, there was no
No appointment.
direct selection process. So that is why this situation has cropped up. So find out what will the modality, how far there will be involvement of GTA, how the commission can work over there, whatever. What is the existing law is sufficient, existing rules are sufficient to cater this, or you have to think about a new law, or new channel for
May I
that.
just point out one thing with regard to the rules? Our rules are for a state level selection test, not a regional selection. So if in any event, if we are directed to do a separate selection only for the
No,
hill
no.
area, then that direction is necessary.
That direction is
Because
necessary.
our
Anyway,
rules is for a
but
state level selection.
as you are rightly, it is a state level selection process, and that is why Darjeeling is within the state yet. Therefore, it must cover. You have excluded in all selection tests hill areas.
Yes, that part was,
Now,
kept
in
out.
view of the act itself, act gives the GTA a type of a different identity, somehow different identity. Now, this identity, and particularly in view of their agreement, and education exclusively comes within the domain of GTA.
Kindly will that takes the
This is SSP
Take the
hill area.
affidavit filed by Taposh Kumar Bagchi from for GTA
Any special instructions,
on
special
12th of
directions?
September 2024.
Uh.
The page 17 of the affidavit probably can throw some light.
এটা কার এফিডেভিট
GT.
Yes, Taposh Kumar Bagchi.
Yes. 2023. Here, my lord, will find the order issued by the Secretary Department of Education, Government of West Bengal
এইটা বোধহয়
on 16 January 2013. The governor is hereby pleased to order that Hill region under the SSC is to be revived for resuming the duty of holding selection test for recruitment of teacher and non-teaching staff of the aided schools under Gorkha administration. After revival of the Hill region, the region shall perform the duties as per West Bengal Service Commission Act and rules made thereunder. Then Lordship kindly skip over 1, 2, kindly come to 2. In discharging function under section 9A, the recommending authority will be Gorkhaland administration in respect of the area of Gorkhaland total administration. Therefore, the GTA becomes below the recommending authority for appointment. And in discharging functions under section 18(1), the state government or Hill region will act with previous approval of the Gorkhaland territorial administration in respect to the area of Gorkhaland territorial administration. GTA say bylaw will issue direction upon the executive officer of GTA to stop the salary. That will be the appropriate authority.
So this is Mr. Dotto.
Yes, Manoj.
This order is already on board.
board.
This order is already on board. This has already been a revival and a selection and discharging the function 9A, recommending authority will be the GTA. So the characteristics of the commission would be
Only selection.
only selection, not a recommending body also.
না recommend they have to recommend
But see that
GTA
GTA
with the final authority. They might send them, but
maybe under the hands and seal of the GTA recommendation will go.
Ah.
They will be only acting. as a functionary for selection.
Selection.
There will not be, for the GTA area may not be in view of this order,
They will
the
produce the
recommending
selection-
authority.
Yes, they will produce the selection of the GTA, GT will they recommend. Therefore, ultimately GTA becomes the authority.
Mr. Subba, you also work it out.
Yes, Your Lordship.
This salary stop will not end of the thing.
যতক্ষণ
Appointment is the actual thing. And finding out who are involved, whether there is a money transaction or not, this is other criminal part. That I will look into. Whether they will be questioned, they will be not be questioned, whether FIR name, non-name, it will come. But whether the schools cannot be closed in this way. And this person cannot be allowed to act as a teacher over there.
Yes.
Lordship, only one thing, Lordship, the states and the GTA's relation, Your Lordship. Lordship, kindly come to page 10.
Of
Page 10 of my affidavit, Your Lordship, which was a supplementary affidavit.
Taposhe,
It was
Subba, Taposhe affidavit.
a supplementary affidavit.
hey, no, no.
No, no,
Supplementary.
Monobindra Modak. Modak.
তোমারটা থেকে পড়ছে না আমার থেকে?
16th day of May. 16th May 2020.
Page 10.
Page 9 and 10, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, this notification was
Voilà.
taken out after the GT Act was passed, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Now, Your Lordship, will kindly come to the last, the second page 10, Your Lordship. Now, everything has been transferred, Your Lordship, but the last one, G, the existing vacant government posts in the offices and institutions
এফিডেভিট করছি
so transferred under the Schedule B above. Schedule B above is, Lordship, there, it is,
Shall not be.
4 says, Your Lordship, all government primary, junior high and higher secondary schools, the said region, Lordship. It says, Lordship,
Wait. Which one? G.
G, Your Lordship, the last one.
Existing vacancy posts in the office, institution, so transferred.
Shall not be filled up without the concurrence of the state government.
Huh.
So for the filling up, Your Lordship, the state government's concurrence is required.
But 300, they are not conquering. This whole thing is 300 not conquering. So stop the salary of this 313. You want instruction for 1 day more? This will be ordered tomorrow.
At next week, Lordship. will
No.
kindly- One day will be too less, Your Lordship.
No.
One day will be 24 hours. will be-
You just ask them,
I
let
pray,
them
Lordship,
come.
before,
313,
But this
you
will
will
be
stop.
drastic order, Lordship. Lordship,
No,
this is
I
drastic.
should have been. I was giving space to everyone. Good senses must prevail. Order of injunction not disclosed. Division bench not apprised of. What is going on? GTA was a party.
Lordship will kindly keep it-
Government was a party, but it was never apprised of. Still, I am giving the scope. Go for reviewing that this order was passed in the without having any knowledge that there is an order of injunction. We cannot implement this order. We cannot give approval to this. And those approval must go also. It is your notification, sir. It is your notification. There should be no appointment of guest teachers. Even thereafter, you have given appointment to this. And at least on record, I am forgetting the state has lodged an FIR against, at least against that person who has approved that DI. You want any clarification? Of course, it's a harsh order. I can give you 1 day or 2 day time because this will be an order of injunction. I'm making it clear. And 313 teachers from April will not get the salary. They are not entitled to have a salary. I cannot say the state to stop their salary because the state has allocated your budget. It is your officer or your department is paying the salary. They have got no role to play. What do you propose? Time I can
cannot
give you
stop
1 or 2 days because of this
Kindly
situation.
give me some time. That's-
Sometime you cannot develop, Mr. Subba, you understand. The record you cannot develop. You can find out a way out. Issue notice to these teachers, either they will go or they must aware that from next month they will not be getting salary. Because after all, it is you try to prevent the aftershock. There will be aftershock. The aftershock, you arrange your home how to meet this aftershock. Because they will not be coming to this school. There will be shortage of teacher. You think about it. Your education officers, whoever there, day after tomorrow, this injunction order I will pass. And Mr. Dotto,
Friday
Mr. Dotto, so far the order of injunction, I believe that you will instruct your lawyers over the circuit bench and you also, at least to apprise to the court that there is an order of injunction. I have given you the date of the order. Apprise this to. I do not want to hear that some of the appointments have been made by the court. What we can do? We have brought to the notice of the court, even thereafter the order was passed. After order of injunction, if it is passed, it is not your responsibility. But drawing to the attention of the court
Right.
that there is an order of injunction, it is your duty. এটা দেখি এবার Mr. Subba, for you day after tomorrow.
Your lordship, that
Yeah, we
in
can
the
find
circuit
over
bench, the circuit bench was appraised, your lordship. That the matter is going on here. No, no, it's-
কে আছে বলুন?
You just apprise this. Apprise this, the order of injunction is there.
ওই কোর্টের কাছেই যেতে হবে, এখানেই করতে হবে।
Bring that order date, I have told you.
তোমাদের লয়াররা করেনি ওখানে
ওরা apply করে সেটা আমার কাছে
they have in fact consented.
review করেছে।
আগে এই ফাইলটা দাও আমাকে।
না না সেটা করলে
Where is the progress report of CID? Please give it to me.
Well, if your lordship is keeping the matter tomorrow, Mr. Nandi is not here, the report is here. Kindly then take up this aspect tomorrow.
I will take, but I will only take this on. Day after tomorrow, I will take this.
Day after tomorrow, onward, I am not here. Then the next day, Thursday,
Why?
not here.
You will not be here.
রিপোর্টটা তো থার্সডে দিন না
Thursday দিয়ে দেবো। Thursday যাবে না। না।
And bring the CD. Next date. I want to see the CD.
হয় নাকি তো সকালবেলা কি দুপুরে? সকালবেলা তো আমি করতে পারি।
মিড টিপে চলে আসছে।
ইন্টারফেক্ট তো নেই, বাকি তো তো আমার করতে হয় সকালে করতে হবে। বাবা আমাকে জানাবে বলছে, জানাবে থেকে ওই কলকাতা থেকে 12:30 পরে নেই।
ওই 12:30 কি করে?
তো 12:30 একটা
ওই রিপোর্টকে উপরে 12:30 জবাব করতে হতো।
সিঙ্গেল বেঞ্চ এবার মনোরঞ্জন সিং
তোমার ফিরে গেছে। তোমার ফিরে
এই আগের দিনের নোট ইয়ে দেখি রিপোর্টটা CID এর আগের দিনের রিপোর্টটা
এটা ওখানে হবে।
হয় একবার বলছিল কিনা কি হয়েছিল এক নম্বর আইটেম
থামেলের উপরে
আসল বিষয় আমাদের কি করে এখন তারপরে
হ্যাঁ
সাবমিটেড অন
ফাইল অন এটা CID রিপোর্ট তো তো এটা কবে তো ফাইল হচ্ছে কি করে লেখা আছে দেখো 4th February
কিন্তু মনে হয় আমাদের বসে
আচ্ছা, আমি চলে যাই, কিছু তো রাখতে হবে, না না, আপনি থাকুন, আপনার সাথে easy হবে। আপনি যান, আপনি নিয়ে যান। তো এই যে আপনারা কাছে আমাকে অ্যাসিস্ট করছে। না, তারাই তো থাকতো, ভাই তো একই ভাই থাকতো। বৌদি তো আরো কাছে, বৌদি তো অবশ্যই পুলিশ থেকে দরকার।
একদমই হয়ে গেছিল না, একটু আগের মাস থেকে বেটার। সিনিয়রকে ফলো কর।
এটা ঠিকই দাও তো রায়, বউটা হয়ে গেছে।
These two reports are almost identical. Last 2-3 paragraphs. You ensured this court that investigation will go.
Right, right.
And you know, is Pran Govindo, Pan Gopal, he got one anticipatory bill long back.
Hmm.
The person who gave all these approval, rather the team allowed him to get the bail.
Hmm.
2024 November, when we were investigation. I don't know. When
But in the inquiry report, the last paragraph, which is one of the documents annexed to the FIR, in the 17th page, you'll actually find his
no
complicity.
document annexed.
ইনকোয়ারি রিপোর্ট।
No, not in this one. The inquiry report which formed the basis of the FIR.
This was exactly, particularly that person was identified. But you did the wrong.
Hmm.
But this person got the anticipatory bail from Barasat court. 24-point special court got anticipatory bail 19 November 24.
19th,
November 24.
24.
After this process started,
After this, we anticipated. And sir, he got the anticipatory.
there was message that immediately get bail.
Let Mr. Nondi explain it. At least this person who was so long giving the appointment for so many persons, you are not thinking that his custodial interrogation is necessary. And see, secretary level officers
Hmm.
on inquiry found that his involvement is, at least his involvement is this.
বিষয়টা রেকর্ড করো। সে পড়ে নিয়ে একটু ডেটটা বলছে এখন।
The 24th of January, my lord, his statement was taken
Huh?
under 161.
No, very well. His statement was taken by the 3-member committee.
No, no,
No, for-
investigate.
Once.
Yes,
second.
before the inquiry report.
Yes, inquiry committee did give him the opportunity to explain his conduct. Upon everything given, thereafter they found his involvement is direct.
Hmm.
Now you see your CID allowed him to take the anticipatory bail. No objection. I suppose the serious objection was not taken. Special court granted the bail, anticipatory bail. This way, nothing will come out. In this way, nothing will come out. Very well. Let me hear Mr. Nondi and the team. I think that there must be special investigation team. These persons are not competent. এই এদিকে শোতো এটা ঢোকাও, এগুলো ঢোকাও দুটো খাবার। এই আজকের রিপোর্ট কোনটা? এই 4/2 রিপোর্ট এটা। আচ্ছা, এটা মাথায় কত তারিখ লেখা আছে? এইটা কেন? এটা আমাকে দাও। শুনুন তো,
May I take leave now? May I take
আগে বলেছিল
এখন 17 নম্বর এসে গেছে। What changed? What's it what changed? এটা বলি কাজ আছে। এটা বন্ধ করে কত সময় যায়। Could I take your lordship's leave? But and my lord is keeping this matter on
day
Thursday.
after tomorrow.
Day thereafter or tomorrow?
Tomorrow, Mr. Subba will
Then
not
can
be
you keep
able-
it on
because
Thursday?
I'm going to stop the salary. So what would be the after effect? You just take your instruction of your
এই
client.
after effect টা জেনে নেবে ভালো করে।
Otherwise,
Thursday, Lordship, I think.
very well, Thursday money will be stopped. Share wonder stop. থাকুক, সেকেন্ড বিল পরে হবে। The appointments made in government aided schools in GTA area is under challenge in the instant petition on the ground that those appointments have been made without following any procedure prescribed under the law. Stop. Admittedly, the appointments made admittedly the stated এটা ধরো তো একটু পড়ে না যায়। The state in its affidavit sought to justify appointment of 439 approval of appointment of 439 voluntary teachers in government aided school on the ground that same has been by the state has been approved by the cabinet approved by the government through finance department and cabinet. But the state is not justifying the appointment of 313 such approval of appointment 313, approval of appointment of 313 of such teachers made in the year 2019. The said appointments were made rehearse the procedure of law prescribed for selection of assistant teachers in government aided schools. Stop. The GTA in its report dated April 23rd, 2024 has disclosed the details of those teachers, wherefrom it appears most of them do not have even the teaching qualification, don't have B.Ed, 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 B.Ed degree, which is an essential training qualification for appointment assistant teacher in secondary school, secondary/higher secondary schools, secondary, higher secondary, government aided, secondary schools, like government schools. Stop. Besides, all these approval were made in the year 2019, when there is a order of the Department of Education of the Darjeeling Hill Council that henceforth no voluntary teachers shall be appointed by the school's managing committee without the written consent of the Education Department, Darjeeling Gorkha Hill Council. Therefore, the approval of appointment of these at least 213 teachers appears to be in gross violation of all procedures and norms. This court therefore proposes to stop the salary of said teachers immediately. Mr. Subba, learned advocate for the GTA, submits that now is accommodation, short accommodation, respond to the said and to take instruction of his client regarding the such stoppage of salary of those teachers. Place the matter in the supplement into the list on Thursday. At 2 p.m. enabling Mr. Subba to take necessary instruction in the meantime. Stop paragraph. On behalf of Mr. Ruddin, Nondi. On behalf of CID, West Bengal, though the status report in compliance report as directed by the order dated March 21, 2025 is filed. But on behalf of Mr. Nandi, accommodation is paid for. Said prayer is also allowed. It will come back on Thursday,
2 p.m. my lord.
2 p.m.
Okay.
But this is the proposal I have not given. This court is proposing, I have said, take instruction, 313 teachers' salary must be stopped now. And then I will be considering 439, 313, and please take the issue wherever you are a party, even if there is a less chance of CCC being a party. But Mr. Subba, your client, the state, whenever you are a party, in wherever,
In the orders which has already been passed, I had suggested this to my learned senior also. Malad. If a line can be added that we have to take steps, Malad. One line, or even if a suggestive line, Malad,
is
since it was not brought to the knowledge.
necessary to mention.
No.
Yeah.
Violently, it is expected, not necessary to mention.
Let it be, it is expected.
It is expected. But the docket thing. Order লেখা
Double injunction is not already there. It is your duty to bring it to the notice of.
No, it's not about the injunction, Malad. That it is suggested that we take steps, Malad, with regard to the orders already passed where it has not been pointed out.
No, what?
No, that I'm not
You
taking
respect your
cognizance
honesty,
of.
Because, Malad,
Mr.
Lordship need
Bandyopadhyay,
not
I
record
am
it.
not taking cognizance of that. When it will come to me formally, because I have seen that. When the petitioner will
Okay,
take
record
it
kachi ko.
informally, then I will take, I have to take some formal decision that not bringing the notice to the court. You know the impact. You please supply the order of injunction to your, whatever the council over there, the GP over there, whoever is there, that all GTA matter, this is the order of injunction. Your duty to bring it to the notice of the court, then the court will decide.
Malad, since we had to, Malad, seek a modification or recalling for division bench's order, Malad. Malad, that is the only purpose for which I made this.
Record, I cannot record Mr. Bandyopadhyay. Either I have to say Mr. Bhattacharya is submitting in spite of the order of injunction.
This was not brought to the knowledge of the court.
May I record on?
That can be recorded.
Yes.
As in,
Otherwise, Malad,
Wait.
Judge will kindly understand my predicament. I'll have to go for a division bench saying that a single bench had given a.
that
Of
the
course you
Learned-
have to.
it is expected Learned Council should have brought to notice of the court this. I think.
Bhattacharya
Otherwise, it might be misinterpreted.
submits that though this court,
থাকবে না, অন্য উকিলকে
by the order dated,
Injunction, injunction, Malad, is October 23. আমি বলে দিচ্ছি। আচ্ছা। Change করে। 11th October 23.
11th of-
by this order, by the order dated October 10, 11, 2023, has restrained all the concerned authorities from regularizing the appointment of guest teachers until further orders. But they are neither the state nor the GTA is bringing the said order of injunction to the notice of the honorable benches, taking up similar matters in the circuit bench at Jalpaiguri of this court. As a result, there is a chance of conflicting decisions are being passed. Mr. Bandyopadhyay, learned senior standing
Man.
counsel, and Mr. Subba, learned advocate for GTA, assured this court that the said order of injunction would be brought to the notice of the honorable courts whenever the similar matters will be taken up.
But even on the other day, I'll admit, Malad, Ms. Khatun had informed me that two matters are before the division bench. But since I was on legs, Malad, throughout the first half, I could not attend those matters, Malad, before Justice Bhattacharya taking up the matter singly. Ms. Khatun had informed me, Malad, that two matters are there before Justice Bhattacharya, but Malad,
Circuit bench.
in the circuit bench. But Malad, I could not, with the best of intention, I could not join, Malad, because I was on legs for the entire first half, Malad.
Very well. You be on leg for the whole day, whole night. We'll be expecting so.
Grateful.
দেখো একটু চা খেয়ে আসি। Round of external.
এটা আমার ভুল একটা আমার।
চা আছে বাইরে? allowing them
direction. I have spoken to the authority. They have said that although there is no possibility for human intervention, but since it is your lordship desire that we should do something for these 4 students, they will do whatever it's possible. They let them go with the hard copy of all their documents. They will locate that which college they can be allotted, and they will take all responsibility for
My lord, only
subsequent admission.
only one thing, my lord. What are the documents which I need?
Whatever they have uploaded in the portal,
Grateful, grateful.
those documents,
Grateful.
nothing else.
Grateful, man. নামটা দিয়ে দাও। আর নাম লাগবে? নাম তো দেওয়া আছে। দেওয়া আছে?
petitioners have got themselves now the petitioners took admission in the B.Ed course for the academic session. Now the petitioners took admission at Baba Saheb Ambedkar. Now, the name of the college is Tosali, na? Find it out.
I, my lord, I just checked the person, 3 students, my lord. My lord, one is from Raghunathganj, Murshidabad, one is from Kishanganj, Bihar, and another is from Kishanganj, my lord, Bihar. My lord, can it be taken a day after tomorrow? I know there is difficulty, but my lord, I have to communicate my clients who is at Bihar.
Yes, let him communicate through telephone call.
Yes, yes, yes. This is not
Yes,
difficult.
let there be mentioned that tomorrow and day after tomorrow, let them go. That have
Grateful, grateful, my lord. Grateful, grateful.
Petitioners লিখলে বলো at Toshani College of Education, a college under Baba Saheb Ambedkar Education University for the B.Ed course for the academic session 2024-2026. The university, the college, to be due to its internal dispute due to internal dispute between the members of its governing body into upload the testimonials of the petitioners in the relevant portal of the university, for which they have not been they were not registered So you are Mr. বৈদ্য
My lord.
যাবো আবার তাহলে বলতে হবে শুন লিখে নাও tutor certificate of service filed on behalf of the petitioners be kept with the record. The petitioners